y'all? We are back with another episode of The Mix, and we have a very, very, very special guest today, coming all the way from the east side.
Hey.
We got Ahmad Anonimis in the house.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? I hope y'all drunk y'all water. Hope you situated. Hope you're in a comfortable place, a nice position. Hope you're not standing. But if you are, get moving, because we're going to be here talking and just watch it. Vibe out.
Good vibe, twin.
We in the mix.
We in the mix, exactly.
Yeah.
So how are you doing today?
I'm good. Cool.
Good. I like your pants.
Are they even in the shot for real? I gotta maneuver myself. I got these dirty ass J's. I be outside though, so I just gotta clean them. Yeah.
So
Thrifted these.
he was talking about them.
Before we was on camera, I was talking about them. I got these joints in the desert, so But I don't want to blow the spot. But just like if you in the desert, like just look around. You might find some shit.
Period.
You probably got cut because in YouTube you can't have in the beginning. You had like cussing in there. It's like a thing.
I didn't know it was.
Niggas gotta get their check. Niggas gotta get their money.
Shit, I don't know.
Okay, all right, bet.
Well, yeah. So since we started, but you was just recently featured on the Breakfast Club interview. Mm-hmm. Nyla Simone, one of my favorite interviewers.
Shouts out to her for real.
So cool.
That was love.
That was real love, honestly.
Cause you want to explain like how that. So like it was like it had to be like 3 or 2 days before like that whole thing happened. Like she just followed me, and I be listening to different podcasts. Like I listen to Brilliant Idiots before. Like I listen to that shit a lot. I ain't gonna lie. So like. They be having her as a guest, and then I'll be like, if you listen to Breakfast Club, like I listen to Breakfast Club like since I was younger.
Yeah.
Like, they'll have her on for like the newer stuff, like the newer artists and stuff, like when they showcasing new music. So I've been familiar, and I know she's been doing like different podcast things. So
yeah, definitely. And she got.
So it's like when I know she followed me, I was like, okay, bet. I was like, so I followed her back, and she was just saying like she really vibed with the project. So it's like, okay, bet.
It's dope.
And then a couple days later, she was like, hey. Let me get you on the, I was like, oh, shouts out. So, definitely.
And it was like on that Charlamagne thought you was like a girl.
It is what it is, bro. Like, it's like when niggas got on the radio, like, that's a win for me. Like, I'm like, who, like, I don't give a fuck, bro. It's like, it is what it is. It is what it is, man.
It was a song.
I know who I am.
Exactly.
Looking at
they were talking about, like, Can't Wake Up, which came out in 2022. So how does it feel for like an old, not really an old song, but
it's definitely old.
Previous,
yeah, it's definitely an old song.
Previous song. You've since dropped the whole project since then. So like, how does it feel being recognized for like that?
That new, like just like a new gain excitement for it.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's just I don't know. Like maybe I gotta stop doing that, but like I'll just be trying to taper my excitement for shit. Like it's just like. Whatever will come. So it's like I'm trying to find happiness in other things outside of like just being like, hey, this guy like when it got on the Breakfast Club. Don't get me wrong, that's amazing. That's great. That is great. But it's like you gotta I feel like your expectations just gotta be like you just gotta be like a realist. Yeah. So it's like I really want to love music, so I'm trying to really get that feeling. So like I told her off mic, I've been recording a lot, so that's kind of like the dopamine I've been trying to get.
Before we get into like your creative process and all that, I do want to take it back to like where you're from. You're from the east side. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I met him like after I graduated or whatever. We got like mutual friends or whatever. But where did your musical influence come from?
So like my family's from the east side, so like East Atlanta area, like East Atlanta, Decatur, parts of Redan, Latonia type shit.
Redan, shout out to
And
Redan.
even some parts of Gwinnett, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's like kind of like my whole, and then Athens too, and then the country, like in Georgia. Yeah. And then Alabama, like Bessemer and Birmingham. So, and them cities crazy, like Alabama crazy. Them niggas be on the fucking highest crime rate all the time, like, yeah, like, so.
I didn't know that.
It's dangerous out there, so, but it's like, I love my niggas out there and my family. I got 4 little cousins out there. They're like, well, a lot more little cousins. Like, niggas just be having babies and shit. So it's like, but I love them. I love them niggas. Yeah, I just got. So I'm like a family oriented person. So like being in that, I don't really have like I have a sister, but we're kind of like far apart in age. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
much an only child. So like growing up a lot, I would just be alone and in the house because next door it was a nigga that used to own like that nigga was raising like mad pit bulls and shit. So I hated going outside growing up. Like
Were
dead
they
ass.
like chasing you and shit?
They were just ravenous, bro. They was always in the yard. Like I remember one time my grandma was over there with a bat. And she was just standing out there.
A
My
bat
grandma
is
was a G.
crazy.
She was out there with a bat. And she was just like my mom, bro. She can confirm this. Like she was just cause like it was like there was always dogs over there. Like I just hated going outside. Yeah, it was like it was always some animal, and it was just a lot of animals and shit out there. I was just like coyotes, like just animals. I was like,
Y'all was in the woods?
not even, bro. It was just like animals just having their way. So like,
Shit, they live outside, so.
yeah. So it's like, and I think we lived like on the road. It was like busy, so I just didn't. So I stayed inside, and I would just be on YouTube and just going into YouTube suggestions, and then just and since I was only child, like I had video games too, so I would just like listen to soundtracks and leave my Game Boy on, and then like, but also my parents, they took me to church a lot, and then my older cousins, which were like in high school at that time, they were listening to a bunch of trap music, and then my cousins, like they were trying to rap at the time, so it was just a lot of that sound in the early 2000s. It's like trap music, so. It's kind of like it's like a blend of R&B gospel with the nerd shit and the trap, and that's kind of like my. And then the rest of it is just me looking up, like
YouTube beats.
It's just YouTube shit, like in 2006.
Who are some like rappers that you listened to a lot back then?
Back then,
Like,
the first rapper I ever found like understood was a rapper was like Soulja Boy, and then and
The OG.
yeah, I mean
The creator of all things.
nigga was the first looking at it. But yeah, like it was him, and then that Look at Me Now, Lil Wayne. Yeah, okay. My cousins love Lil Wayne. Like I was always going over their house, and we watching like 106 in Park, and like Lil Wayne would be on. And,
yeah.
Who else? Busta Rhymes.
I fuck with him.
Eminem. I wouldn't count Chris Brown, but like it was just that look at me, like, and it just opened up like a gateway to that type of shit. Of course, like R&B artists, so like Jill Scott.
Love her.
My sister, she was like big on Erykah Badu.
The Spirit.
I am an Outkast fan, but like I didn't really get into the albums until like later. But like if you from Atlanta, like you heard like you know what I'm saying, the hits,
Definitely.
Fresh Clean, you know what I mean, like. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo. No, it's like right, you don't know those.
Yeah.
It's really all of that. And I think like 2011, I got big into Kanye, and I started going back in his catalog. Then in high school, that's when I got into Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler Creator, A$AP Rocky, Kendrick. I had a phase, bro. Me and Tyler, bro. We listened to Nicki, bro. Like when she first came out, she was hard. She was hard. Hey. She was hard. Like we bumping her. I remember that. 'Cause I was staying at Stonecrest at the time. Definitely. That was like 2011 era.
Nicki is funny.
It was around that time.
I was like listening to Itty Bitty Piggy.
Probably if it was near that time, yeah, probably.
Very good.
Yeah.
And you have told me that like you were in the band, so were you more into music after getting in the band, or like did that like musical spark start before you got into there? How did the band like kind of how did you merge that?
Really? It's just like damn, I was just swallowed all in the mic. It's kinda like it was already in there because like I said, like I grew up in the church, so it's like you was always hearing music. And then my family's my other side, they're from Alabama, so them niggas was definitely in the church. And my grandma, like she was old fashioned, so we go over there, definitely was listening, you know what I'm saying? I'd be with grandma, so it's like so it's like that gospel, and then I was an internet baby, so I was just always looking up shit. And the internet had no restrictions. I was hooked
Absolutely
everything.
not.
Yeah, so it's like so.
Absolutely not.
And as an only child, I felt like people would try to shelter you from shit, but it was like, bro, I already know. But like, I was kind of shy, so I just wouldn't say nothing. Like, but I was like, I'm already hip. Like, I already know. Like, I seen the documentaries. Like, they got a YouTube series on it right now. You can watch. You can understand this nigga's whole life. and they'll tell you what out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the age of curation, like
Yeah, definitely.
type
We
shit.
grew up in a really good era. We like making shit and stuff.
Facts.
But so exactly what age, if you remember, like you started like really locking in and making music and just taking this shit serious.
It's like I had a friend. His name was rest in peace. His name was Slutty Sonny. But like me and him in ninth grade, he had asked me like if I wanted to make a song with him. And mind you, at this point, I was already in 8th grade. Well, in 8th grade, I had already been started like freestyling, just like on some fun shit. Cause I was listening to. That's like when I started
Side
listening.
note, y'all. I met him in an era where I was also freestyling.
Hey.
We literally used to be like, just around our friends, rapping.
Yeah. Nah, that shit's fun. That's
It's very, very
pretty
fun.
therapeutic. Not gonna lie. It's just
Yeah, it
fun.
is.
It's laugh, straight jokes. If you get it, you get it. If you don't,
If you don't, you don't.
not like us. Like hey, if you don't, you gonna get it. That's just what it is. But what was I saying?
Slutty Sunny.
Yeah. So me and him in ninth grade. Okay. In middle school, I already started like just freestyling because that's when I started, listening to more Kendrick, A$AP Rocky, and just like that whole blog era of rap.
Yeah.
So it was like the concept of a cipher and just getting on a radio station and freestyling was just like that shit was amazing to me.
Yeah.
Enjoy Badass, like it was just that whole era, like a pro era, like it's like them niggas, Capital Steez, all them niggas. So it's like niggas want to freestyle, and then eventually people actually start freestyling and getting blue snowball mics at that time, and recording off Audacity. That was like the cheapest shit you could get at like 2014.
Yeah.
I'm like maybe there's other shit, but like if you young, it's like I was looking up shit, but I was still figuring it out,
And that's what you could afford at the time.
Yeah.
So you got.
So
It worked
he
out.
had the microphone, and I really don't remember. I think either I recorded it or maybe we recorded it somewhere in some library. I don't know. My memory's getting bad, but I know we recorded it somewhere. And yeah, since then we had a little group going. Then I went to college, and then we kind of stopped making music. Like everybody just kind of like after high school, everybody just kind of do their own thing.
Yeah.
So, but it was still all love and shit. But then in college, that's when I started kind of, cause that's like I went to college in like Georgia State, and that's like a hub in the city. So it's really like all the talent's gonna be all the fire shit. A lot of niggas that y'all know like got some kind of connection with Georgia State.
Yep.
Like that's a. I mean, niggas don't give us credit, but like
If you're
it's
from
definitely-
Atlanta and you're somebody creative,
it's definitely like some shit.
probably went there.
Yeah, or like just been around.
Yeah.
Like ask around, you figure it out. Like TikTok videos, fashion niggas.
They got a whole fashion show going on at Georgia State. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was free promo for Georgia State, bro. I ain't even graduate. Big alumni. Hold on.
Well, let's talk about it because you said you started off in film. That was like your major in school. So
Yeah.
how did you even balance like making music and making film, doing like your film major at the time? What made you like want to stop?
I was just confused. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but like I knew I wanted to do something creative, so I kind of just did film because like me and Kel, like Kelly Vision, like we was always on some like
Shout out my
YouTubes.
Kel.
Yeah, that's like my childhood best friend, deadass. So like we would always be on some like YouTube shit and just watching like just random videos. So, which I feel like if you were in that era, like it's just like a lot of animations and gaming commentary, funny skits. Like that was like early. So if you were a child in that shit, it was just like wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So like we was just trying to make our own shit. Oh, we was heavily inspired by RDC. Not gonna cap. Niggas was heavily inspired by RDC. So it's just like, man, niggas just got to get out and make videos. So, yeah, I think when me and him went to there, I was just like, I kind of just want to do something creative. But I also knew that I was already doing like some audio engineering. I took some like audio engineering classes and shit like towards the end of high school, and I was just trying to see what I could do with that. Cause I was still in that mind state of like, don't put your whole foot into the, you know what I mean, to the whole shit, Make sure ain't nothing crazy on my, cause it be bugs outside. You gotta, hey, it be bugs, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get a, hey.
Funny as hell.
So it's like, I ain't had my whole foot in the door, right?
Yeah.
So
You're testing the waters.
yeah, so I just kind of had film. I had film and media, so that way I can do like the audio side for the films. That was kind of like where I was going. That was my lane that I was thinking. That was my long-term plan. But then I was like, nah, I don't
You
know.
just finna be a producer?
Not even. It's like sound people. It's like they need like films need engineers. I'm not in the industry now, but like,
Yeah.
and I also want to do and still want to do voice acting. So like,
I'm also interested in that.
yeah. So it's like I'm hey, nigga see this shit. Come on. But yeah, it's like I'm just trying to figure it out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a process, all of it. But since doing that, how has it been maneuvering the music industry? I don't know if anybody watching this knows, but you are an independent artist.
Yeah.
So
I can attest because when I was doing the audio engineering shit, I stopped. I switched my major like 2 times. So like at one
what
point,
was it? What was it?
because that's what I mean. Like when I started really going into what was becoming like my independent career, like
Yeah.
I started skipping classes and just going to the studio that they had down there.
Real?
And like yeah, but like the thing is, every time we went to school, it was pre-AI, so they just had Quizlet, but like everybody was using the same fucking test.
Yeah.
Dumbass. Like no, it was really I got to expose these niggas, bruh. Schooling was a scam. Like you could look up the test answers online.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they did it cause I dropped out when I was like a junior, like first semester junior. So I pretty much I was in there for a little bit, but
Yeah, you damn near at the end.
no, I had some. I would have had some because I wasn't taking enough classes. I would have been there for like 6 years. Then I was calculating it. I kept missing out on math. I hate math, so it's not fun. It's got to be fun. So it's not fun. I just left. It wasn't fun.
So, since being out of school, like, obviously that's been some time now. But what does your daily routine look like, or your like creative routine look like?
I need a bike, but I like biking. Atlanta just hella hilly. But like cities, like when I'm in LA and New York, I love biking. That shit is so fun.
Let's talk about it because you be traveling a lot. So
Yeah.
like last year, you were traveling a lot. How has those different cities been like creatively influencing you? In terms of your music as well.
I feel like artists should get out their comfort zone because the world is much bigger than you would think if you just leave 285. You know what I'm saying? You leave, you know what I'm saying? Or leave Brooklyn, or leave Manhattan, you know what I'm saying? Or leave LA, or leave whatever city you're in, leave Texas, leave Ohio, wherever the fuck you are,
Yeah.
Florida. You just gotta travel different places. Cause I don't even just be in I be in Tallahassee too. I got some friends out there. Where else I be? I've been to Colorado before, so it's like
How is that?
DC. That was like years ago, 2021, but it was cool. It was weird, but it's just weird. But when I went to Colorado, that shit opened my eyes because I'm from Georgia, and Georgia is it's just a big ass forest. Like nowhere on this state will you not see a fucking big ass pine tree. You will see that shit everywhere. I swear to God, there's nowhere else different. And like when I went to Colorado, it was just like a field. Like bro, it was weird. It was like a field, but it was flat, and you could see the mountains and the city at the same time. I was like, whoa, that was like this is weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they got hills, but like then they do. But it's just like where we were specifically, it was just like you could. I don't know where we were. It was been so long, but like you could see like it was like South Park. It was cool. It was like that's real life. So yeah, just get outside.
Yeah.
That's it.
And so, I want to talk about like you're kind of like you merge singing and rapping in your music. But I feel like your very first songs that drop or the ones that are on Spotify, you're more so like rapping in them.
Mm-hmm.
So and you recently just started like adding like those melodies, and, like singing and shit. So like, how has that change been for you? Like
I think what it is.
always.
Have I always done that?
Yeah, like could you always like, sing?
Yeah, but like I've just been trying to get more confident like as the years go on. So it's like that's probably part of it. But like,
You've been like experimenting with your voice and stuff.
Yeah, cause also I used to produce back in 2020. I was producing in 2020. Cause the only song I dropped with one of my beats is Louder Than Yours. That's my only song that's like strictly me. But
and I love that song.
everything else is kind of appreciated.
Yeah.
But like everything else, cause it's some songs like Room. I help like I help sometimes like I'd be in a room and like I'll give like different suggestion. Yeah, suggestion. And then I was in the band, so it's like I know about like
You're
melody.
musically inclined.
Yeah, like, I know about melodies, counter melodies, like time signatures, all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like being in key, like certain shit just don't sound right. Major, minor scale. Like it's just like you know. And I wasn't even. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't even the finest at band, but it's just like you just around. I feel like I'm just be honest.
What instrument did you play?
I just love this shit. I just
What
like
instrument
music.
were you playing?
Like I was in the drum line, so at first they had us in like they called it the pit, so we were just playing marimba, but like that's still cool, you know. We were just playing like different little, cause you know I went. My school, it was kind of like it was multicultural, so we had like
I had a different.
it was
Okay.
just white people and it was just niggas, but it was a clash.
A little merge.
Man, yeah, it's crazy, but it was like they had me on the marimba, and then I went to the bass drum, and then I had like the tenors, so it was like all the five and shit. That shit was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was pretty
sounds fun.
It was pretty fun.
I wish I knew how to play drums.
It was just therapeutic. Like when I get some money, I'm gonna definitely buy like, but I you can't do that in like no crowded place.
What, play the drums?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Get noise complaint.
Oh, okay. yeah. Like what are you talking about? But sorry, I just had a brain freeze. So Dancing with My Feet Up and Mountain Snug, those are the two albums that you've recently released in like the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's like a completely different vibe from both. Mountain Snug is more.
It's just Mount Snug. That's how you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I gotta say it. It's
Thank you for correcting me.
It's pronounced Mount Snug.
Mount Snug. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Mount Snug.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I promise.
Mount Snug and Mount Snug feels more introspective to me. Like you're being more personal on that album versus like Dancing with My Feet Up is a little bit more vibrant. Even down to the names, it's like, you know.
Yeah.
So what changed in between that time?
Bruh, I just grew up. I don't know. Like I don't know. I just started like before we got on this podcast, I was just telling her like, when the older you get, you just learn certain shit about your family and just like who you are as a person fundamentally, and like and it's just like you just learn certain patterns that just happen in life, and it's just and niggas went through a pandemic, like that shit have definitely changed. I done went through some bullshit jobs, you know, so it's like you just people pass. It's just like you just get older, so it's like it just kind of puts things in perspective. So I kind of wanted to detail that on this album. Plus, I wanted to show people that like I'm not a one trick pony, because like niggas like to put you in a box, or like just constantly compare you to different shit, and it's like that's fine, but I can stand on mine.
Period.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what it was. Like, it's like, you know, you just want to differentiate, because also I feel like the greatest artists, they evolve, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta constantly evolve, and I feel like unless you just have like a niche, it's just good to experiment, you know? Like, cause I really feel like, I don't know. And plus, like I said in the beginning, like I just love music. Like I just like listen to a lot of different genres of shit. So. And
that's definitely evident in your music as well. I was gonna say like my favorite track on that album is Room, because I feel like you got really deep, and I resonate more with songs where like the artist is talking about like personal stuff. So can you tell me a little bit about that song? Like what made you like want to get that?
So when I made that, I was in New York like for 3 weeks. I was pretty much like when you live there for like weeks, more than 2 weeks, bro, you niggas is out there. So like I was really like getting groceries on the bike, catching the train. Yeah. So it was just that room was like, that was a safe space. But also it's like when I was going to New York, because that was the time I didn't have my own spot. I was still staying with my dudes. So I was just like, I'd just be in my room. Because it's like when you get older and you still staying with your parents, it's like kind of, sometimes it's a clash there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah.
As you grow, you're going to want your own space.
Yeah. Well. So, when I would be in New York, that kind of be the safe haven. But, like, I still knew what that is being back home, like just staying in your room all day, locking the door, just not opening the blinds, just being on some fucking goblin shit. So that's really what I wanted to detail with this album. Like, I just like concepts. So the concept of just having like, because hip hop is so outside and like as it should be, like it's like yeah.
That's another question I was gonna ask you. Like, how do you feel about the state of hip hop right now?
It's in a good space.
Rap. Okay.
It's cool. Just don't think about it too hard. Like you can think about it hard, but music is always gonna change. So like, don't think about that aspect too hard. Like, people just connect. It's language. Language changes. I'm pretty sure English in the 1700s sounds nothing like how we talk today, but some of that shit probably wasn't even documented. Like the slang, I'm sure them niggas had slang in them different cities. Like, it's just what it is.
Definitely.
But people just think about it way too hard.
Definitely.
It's just culture. Shit changes. So, it's what it is.
Can you tell me about like other songs on the album, like the creative process with the one with Kaylin Bree, or the 808?
808.
808.
Myra, yeah. Yeah, he's cool.
Even Trilly, like Trilly's.
Yeah, it's just the home. Like, that's just the
right
homie.
now.
Yeah, facts. He got the batteries packed. Y'all go stream Trilly with exclamation point.
Yeah.
But it's like, I know certain niggas. I know like they story and like just like how much they really want it. So it's like, I keep saying like, gotta.
I feel that.
But yeah, I just anytime I see somebody that's like really like in their bag, cause it's also even on the producer side, like it's some of my niggas like Rokai's on there. On
Okay,
Sleepwalking.
yeah.
He produced Sleepwalking, so it's and then again like Loki AD, he's from the east side. Rokai's from out here. Well, he's from Atlanta. Chili from West Side. And I just want to showcase different parts of the city because like I actually live here, and like it's in me, like, so I gotta. That's this thing about hip hop, and niggas don't understand, and these new fans don't get, like, it is regional.
Yeah.
But you would only know that if you got the history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you've been
Like, niggas out here go crazy for Gucci for a reason, cause it's like that was that nigga.
He is.
Yeah, it is that nigga. So it's like there's a reason. There's a reason for that. Or while New Yorker would go crazy for Jay-Z, or someone from LA would go crazy for like Eazy, you know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg.
And can we like what's it looking like for your next projects or next songs that are coming out? What era is Ahmad in right now?
I just been trying to make some fun shit, cause like I said, I was on some reclusive shit, but niggas is outside, cause this album was also just some therapy shit. Like, I just had to put out how I really be feeling, cause a lot of this shit is really how I really be feeling. Like, I feel like some people, not on my team, but just people. Sometimes when you work with people, they just kind of, I guess they think some shit is performance, but like I really be meaning this shit. Like, it's really,
do like a lot
really,
of this shit is performative.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That's how shit be, but
Unfortunately,
I be dead ass because I don't have no reason to lie. Like, the internet is real, so it's like if you want to know, you can. Type shit. It's like I post on the internet, so.
Yeah, and let's talk about the internet because you've been making like a lot of content.
Yo, no, that's also therapeutic. I feel like internet need to go back to what it used to be, just fun. It's so damn political and toxic, and for political reasons, sometimes it is a good reason, you know, because there is problems going on in the world, you know, Palestine and Congo. It's a lot of Haiti. White supremacy in general. There's a lot of bad shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and niggas gotta speak on that, but it's also just a lot of, you know, just different sides. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, what's the idea behind making those content in the woods? Obviously,
in the way that I do it.
Album is called like Mount
Snug, yeah.
So,
like what kind of? Cause it's I ain't gonna lie, because some things I post, cause I like posting just vlogs of my life, cause I feel like just getting little snippets of it is just cool. Like, you just click on the story and you just see it, and it's just like,
what is Ahmad doing today? Type shit.
I wasn't doing nothing today. That's
what
it is. That's what it is. It's like I don't really have to say much. I might just record some things. It's like you get the gist, but it's not taking too much of your time because the internet's moving like this nowadays. So I don't know. Not saying you can't, but I'm gonna do it my way in a strategic way, but it's still like something I want to do. At the end of the day, it is something like I like to do. Like when I post random videos, it's just cause I just like posting this shit. I was in my bedroom and I be making them shits from my iPhone. I just be in the bed like this, just laugh. Bro, I be laughing. I be like, oh, that shit was funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. And I grew up watching a lot of Adult Swim type shit. So
Okay.
It's like that's
You
that
got
kind
a
of
different type of humor.
Yeah. I really was watching Murder Squad when it was coming out, as it was coming out. So
Yeah.
me and Tyler, like, it was just funny. It was funny times. So and Taj Point oh, it's mad shit.
I'm not sure.
He get canceled?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but yeah. I don't know, bruh.
What can you say like for independent artists that feel like they have to create content that is social media? What's the word I'm looking for?
Friendly?
Yeah, because you were just talking about like you just make shit for fun. You make shit that you like, and
I mean, it's definitely scary doing that because like once you get into a flow state with, you got to post this kind of way. It's like a drug. It's a lot of dopamine. And it's a real thing. And I don't think people that don't be posting really understand that is a real thing because it's like your life could change from that. So duh, you're gonna get excited from that.
yeah,
Niggas be trying to downplay that shit. Like that's a real thing. But you got. That's why I be saying I be trying to taper my excitement for shit. Like you can't let that. Like, you can't let that. Like you got to be humble. That's why I respect niggas like J. Cole or like, cause niggas be trying to clown him, but it's like bro, being clout hungry is definitely a dangerous thing. That is a dangerous thing because you might do anything.
yeah.
For that. That's just power. That's like a power addiction. So
That's just facts. So lastly, I want to say what can we look forward to from you?
Oh, I think that's kind of like in the same vein of you were asking what era I'm in.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just making music. I just want to make some bouncy shit because I'm in good spirits. I'm trying to be in good spirits, trying to get better habits and shit. I have off days, of course, everybody does, but you know, just trying to get better with my vices. But the days I'm not on that shit, I'm just trying to just be on this music tip, or go to events and just be involved, like just ingratiate myself in the sounds like I used to be.
Definitely.
As a kid, in the band or in the church or in my cousin's house.
Kind of tap into your youthful side again.
Cause even cause I grew up like even my cousins, like there's a bunch of girls, so they just be like they used to listen to a bunch of music videos. So like when I deadass remember when the Single Lady video came out and they were trying to do that dance. And
It's
the
so
jerk,
real.
I remember the jerk, they had me learning that shit in their bedroom. It was hot as hell. It was summertime. I was like, damn, but I gotta learn it. And I did it. I did learn.
And it was fun.
They had the movies. So it's like I'm just trying, just recapture that feeling. Cause even like that batch of cousins I'm talking about, they know they are like, they know it's love. And they know every time I be at their house, they had the piano. My auntie was there. And it was like we would all just be on some like. And that's how my family's like. That's kind of where I got my creativeness from. Also, like.
Is your family like musically inclined? Would you say?
That part of my family, they be drawing. Like my auntie's kids, they just be drawing and shit. And they be going out. So it's like, I dig it. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas, I be telling them, I be like, them niggas, they did kind of like, I was around them a lot. So it's like, those are my sisters, for real.
Yeah, that definitely helped.
Yeah, it's like them and my actual sister. Like we was all. It's like
in.
like they kind of, but they were all like creative people, or they just like open-minded people. So.
And what can you say to upcoming artists in the mix? That like, what's something you've learned, or since being in the industry, you've been here for a while, you've grown an audience, like you know, a fan base, and all while being independent.
You definitely
Just
gotta
being authentic in yourself. So.
Yes, I'm still working on myself. I don't have all the answers, but like what I've learned, what I try to do on my best days is you just gotta remember why you did it, and then like what gave you that inspiration in the first place. Because that's why I brought it up with my cousins, because when I would be over their house, we would just draw and just do like creative. Them niggas had Little Big Planet, so it was like you ever played that before?
I have not.
You can just make your own, like you can make your own maps and shit. Some games I used to play when I was younger, like City Skylines, Sim City, The Sims.
Okay.
Spore, you dead ass make your own creature and make civilization. Like it's you know what I'm saying. It's like shit like that. Like I like games where you can
Build
make
your own reality.
Yeah, you can make Cause I used to draw a lot as a kid. I stopped in middle school, but yeah, I kind of took it into an audio route. Like once I just started getting deeper into music and hip hop as a broader and R&B as a broader scale. So. Yeah.
Thank you for that advice. Y'all, thank you for joining us today. We will catch you on the next episode of The Mix. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience?
Stream out Snug, man. Come on.
Period.
Put a lot of work into that one.
Actually, yeah, stream out Snug.
Coast to coast.
Amazing.
City to city, goddamn. Stream it though. Stream it. It's good. It's good. I promise you it's not bad. I promise you it's not bad. It's not that bad.